I'm Robin Cohen. I'm with Girls in Tech Los Angeles. Thank you so much for coming to our little event tonight, The Impact of Tech on Good and Green. And so tonight, our lovely panelists consist of first our moderator, Siel, Sandra Sanchez, Sarah Townsend, and Tracy Hepler.
I co-founded a website/online magazine called YourDailyThread.com. It's a online magazine for green living in Los Angeles. We are a daily little email, Monday through Friday. You get like a quick little tip about different things, places, people, opportunities you can do to be green in LA. We also have a really robust green events calendar, so if you're looking for a way to tap into LA's green community.
I work for a company called Social Vibe, which is actually a social media tool that allows people to earn free donations for charity by using their social networking profiles like MySpace, Facebook, Twitter, or your blog or your website.
I am a television host by trade. I also created and run a blog called orglamic.com. That's it used to be almost always organic, always glamorous. On the blog I review eco-friendly products one a day, Monday through Friday.
I write a blog called Green LA Girl at greenlagirl.com. It's about green living in Los Angeles. And I also blog for Mother Nature Network at mnn.com and lime.com and blogher.com.
The great thing about being interested in, philanthropy or, being more eco-friendly in this day and age is you literally have a mountain of information at your fingertips. All it takes is Googling something. There are, certainly sites that you can go to, like Huffington Post has their whole impact thing that they just launched, and you've got sites like Causecast where you can go and connect with leaders from charities to learn about what they're doing and to find out about events and fundraisers and get involved.
We decided to do take a spin on Meatless Mondays and do Meatless in May. So basically try to convince people who are not traditional vegetarians to go vegetarian for 1 month and see what it was like. And we did this campaign on our site and Chelsea Green's site, but mostly on Facebook. And we were able to convince 204 meat eaters to go vegetarian for 1 month, and that kept 84,000 pounds of CO2 out of the atmosphere. And that was mostly, we mostly kind of communicated through Facebook. So that was just a great way to reach people who didn't know about us and didn't know about Chelsea Green and make this, tiny but significant campaign. And I think I'd never done a vegetarian experience before, so it was really eye-opening for me to experience that and then to communicate with others kind of going through the same thing.
I had the opportunity to co-host Opportunity Green business conference at UCLA a couple weeks ago. It was so neat to just see how people were using Twitter and Facebook throughout the conference. I mean, I checked my page at the end of the weekend, and all weekend long, people were, as speakers were talking, quoting people and hashtag OGO9. I just thought it was so fascinating to kind of have this conversation with 500 people, like-minded people, and then be able to spread it to I don't know how many tens of thousands of people who weren't there.
A couple of tools and sites that I really like. If you have to read a lot of blogs, get Google Reader, RSS feed, and you can get everything you want. I also think Mashable is a really cool resource.
Ooh, yes.
I'm sure everybody here probably knows about Mashable, but they just did the Social Good campaign this summer that, they really tried to highlight charities from, different spectrum. They did WWF for the environment.
If you're interested in giving back in your local community, go just type in your zip code and then say, okay, I want to spend 1 hour, I want to do something for the environment, and I want to do something with this many people. And it literally just filters out opportunities for you to give back.
Actually came up at Opportunity Green was Copenhagen, and how I was blown away by their marketing campaign and how they've engaged people, not just online, but through their entire advertising and marketing campaign. And as the head of Copenhagen was on stage, literally everybody pulled out. She said it's so easy. You can just use your iPhone to sign, to add your name to the petition. and everybody did it immediately, and they made it so simple, and so it was, it wasn't this complicated thing. Oh, okay, I'll write that down, and then I'm gonna go home, and then I'm gonna go check out the site, and then I'm gonna figure out what tab to go to and fill it out. It literally just popped up immediately. You put your name and you're done.
The World Food Program, they work mostly outside of the U.S., and for a lot of the Iranian refugees, they are working with them to give them food vouchers via text message, which is something I found was pretty interesting because they said that all of these refugees already have cell phones. And so rather than coming in with a helicopter and dropping a bag of rice or whatever have you, you know what I mean, they're text messaging them a code that they can take to a local market in the village that they're staying at, and they can trade it in for food. So not only is it taking advantage, you're being eco-friendly because you're not traveling there, you're also supporting the local market, you know what I mean? So they're eating local food, they're supporting the dealers and the people, the growers there, their local agriculture scene, and they're using technology. It's just instant.
There's a very big environmental community on Twitter. There's top 50 best green Twitter lists every other week of telling you who to follow and all that stuff. I feel like in terms of just spreading its message, a lot of major green sites have used Twitter and run with it, and I think it's been really, really successful. I mean, most campaigns, I recently did a campaign with Live Earth to kind of raise awareness about the climate bill that is happening in Congress right now, and they did a lot of it on. They had a Facebook page too, which is also probably my number 2 recommendation, but a lot of on Twitter.
When you have Twitter and all these other things out there, and you're getting bombarded with information all day long through blogs, through email alerts, through Twitter feed, through text messages, it gets confusing. You don't know what to read. You can't really spend a lot of time focusing on things. We try to fluff it up because we've got all these, great ideas, and we've got all these cool tools and technologies and everything like that. But just the most effective things are just the simplest things, especially right now when we're just being throwing all this information at us all day long.
Most of my the things I find is just based on asking people that I know questions. So I think something that, being in tech, you're behind a computer all day, but I think, don't undervalue your personal relationships. Word of mouth, even if it's just an email relationship or a Twitter relationship. Like you said, Twitter is a great place to connect with people, and you can get valuable information.